I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I attempted to do is to make some flowers. And apparently I'm not very good at it, and I might end up buying my flowers because I really don't think I can make them, but at least I can say I tried and this is my attempt, and I wanted to show you what I attempted to do. It was fun. But anyway, I'll just show you. So this is some of the material. I bought this at Joann's. It was in the bin for like 50% off, and I don't know, it might be, I don't know, a quarter of a yard. And it was 50% off, and I think it cost me like $1, not under $2. I got that. I got that, and then I had some Waverly material. Used some of that. And I had some of this really pretty material, so I thought I'm going to try to make my flowers with the material that naturally I already had, and then for, like I say, for $2 I got this, but I thought this would be great for either mixed media, or I might even do an ATC card with this, and even do some sharing with this material. But this is what I wanted to show you, the material that I used. And the first one I did, I'm not happy with it. And this is the Sizzix die flower layer number 2. And I used this material and did not like the way it turned out at all. I used my Vagabond, and naturally any of the Sizzix dies or the Tim Holtz dies, they really cut through material very nicely. So each one of the petals, I think there's 4 of them, I sprayed them just with a plain water bottle. Sprayed them, scrunched them, let them dry, and layered it. And this is the way they turned out. And like I said, I don't like them, but I tried it, and I naturally won't waste it. I can probably use these as fillers or something. So that's my attempt on that style flower. Then I used my Tim Holtz Alteration Tattered Florals. Love this die. I've made flowers with this before. I used the same material on this flower, and I just put just a flat back pearl on that one, and I used actual stamens on this one to give it a little bit more dimension. Not too happy with these 2 either. So, like I say, sprayed it with some water, scrunched it up, let it dry, and that's what these came out like. And yeah, they're alright, but I don't think so. So that was my attempt with that. Then I do not knit or crochet. I used to knit and crochet years and years and years ago, and I forgot how to do it, just like playing the piano. Used to play the piano. Don't do it anymore, so can't even read a note. But anyway, this was lace, crochet pieces that my mother had made. This was a pillowcase. She made pillowcases, and this was the lace fringe around the end of the pillowcase. So I didn't know really what to do with this. I thought, let me try making a flower out of that. So what I did is I did that, what do you call it, this, whatever stitch it is, the whatever, I forgot what it's called, stay stitch or something, or you just go in and out, in and out. And that's what I did, and I pulled it together, and I actually made like a rose. And there it is. That's the rose that I made. And I just used a skeleton leaf. And then the yo-yo flowers. And you can go ahead, I've seen that where you just, you don't have to have a die or anything. You can just take whatever circumference you want and just trace it and cut it out. But I already have the Spellbinders dies to cut it out. So this smaller one is about 2 3/4, and I believe this one is almost 3 inches. Yeah, this is about 3 inches or 3 1/8 inches. This is the smaller one. And what's nice about taking this material see here. Because it's the Spellbinders, it really cut through it. I didn't even need the C-plate because I had the Vagabond. It did cut through 2 layers of the material. So that's the smaller piece, and then the larger, and I already used, I'll show you what the flowers look like. But what's nice about this too, you know how Spellbinders has, in the dies, they have like a little impression, like a little bit of embossing around the actual die cut. And that's a nice little guide that if you want to kind of stay a little bit closer to the edge to do your flower, it's right there for you. But I just wanted to show you, these are the dies that I used to make the yo-yo flowers. Now, the first two that I attempted, these are my first two that I've ever made of the yo-yo. So, but those are my first 2 ever yo-yo flowers that I made out of that Waverly. Now that is the bigger circle. That's the 3-inch circle. So that's that one. Then out of the same size that with this material, because this is the smaller circle, I had made these 2. Let's see if you can see. And then here's the other one. I just had a metal flower. I think that even might be Tim Holtz. And this, I think, might be Marion Smith. I've had this for a long time. And I wanted to add those to the centers because I am in a swap for creating the Crafty Life. And it's a one-on-one, and it's vintage. It is called Vintage Embellishment Set Swap. So if I do these, okay, one of the criteria is that you have to have some flowers, homemade stuff, and I might, if it's turning out okay, this might be part of my swap that I'm in, one-on-one. And because, and I'll show you, like I say, there's so many tutorials out there, but I'll show you how I did this one. But this is for the bigger circle. And then the smaller circle, it was this size. And I had bought some old earrings from, I don't know, last year sometime, from an antique flea market. And these were some of the pretty clip-on earrings that I bought, so I thought they'd be like nice for that center. But because I just didn't want to just stitch it closed, what I did is I used the Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue. So that's what I did, is I glued the center closed, and then I put the piece in the center there. So that's the flowers so far that I have made. And like I say, I'm not very good at tutorials. I will try to go fast, and there's a lot of them out there, but I figured, why not show you what I did. So I just took some black thread, and you can't see it on here, but there is a little bit of a mark from the embossing from the die, and you just do that, whatever that's called, straight stitch or whatever. I don't know, like I say, I used to sew I used to do a lot of things years and years ago, but anyway. So I'll just do this back and forth, and it's kind of like you can see that little 1/8 edge. It shouldn't take long to do this. I'll show you real fast. Like I say, this is my attempt. There's a lot of people out there that make beautiful handmade flowers, but I just wanted to give this a try. And nothing like doing and having handmade stuff given to show somebody how much they mean and how special they are, to go ahead and make them something. And I'll stop talking, so I'm going to fast forward this. but what I did is as I pull it, I just use I cup it into my thumb, and that's where it starts to form. And I'll fast forward this. Okay, and then here, once you gather it, and I am just going to go through the open part and just make sure it's a little bit more secure because it's pretty close to the edge. And because I'm not going to sew a button, I am actually going to glue the embellishment on there. I'm not going to really worry about it being too tidy in the center, but I'm just going to go ahead and close it up just a little bit. And there is the cute little yo-yo flower. And I really didn't pick out the embellishment that I wanted to add. And I don't know if I want to go ahead and see, this was an old earring. No, it looked like it was a cheap necklace. I must have cut off the little hook there. I think even that looks pretty. I might even do that with a little heart. So let's go ahead and take this glue and just put it in the center there. And with this, now I'll know that this little stitching, this gathered stitching, will not come apart. And I'll put some on the back here. And there is another one of my yo-yo, my attempt of my yo-yo flowers. So I think the black and white ones, I think they turned out pretty nice. That I think I might be able to add these to my swap. I don't think that these turned out too bad, but like I say, I just had to share what I made. Let me see if I can go ahead and put these on here again and see if I can adjust the brightness. So there it is. Those are my yo-yo flowers that I made. I did have fun making them though. I might make a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see. But I just had to show you what I tried to do. So thanks for watching. Bye.